In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on June 22, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Nationals versus Baltimore Orioles. The Washington Nationals will continue the second and final game of this quick 2-game set against the crosstown Baltimore Orioles. The Nationals are sending southpaw Patrick Corbin to the bump as he is coming off a losing effort against the Philadelphia Phillies, where he went 3.1 innings and allowed 9 runs on 8 hits with a walk and 2 strikeouts. The Orioles will counter with right-hander Tyler Wells as he is coming off a victory over the Toronto Blue Jays as he went 6 innings and gave up a run on 5 hits with a walk and 3 strikeouts. The Nationals are 40-87 in their last 127 overall and 24-50 in their last 74 road games. Washington is 3-7 in their last 10 in Game 2 of a series. Meanwhile, the O's are 16-47 in their last 63 Wednesday games and 22-49 in their last 71 as a favorite. The over is 4-1 in Baltimore's last 5 in Game 2 of a series. The starting pitching is going to be a huge difference in this matchup, as Patrick Corbin is 1-4 with a 7.47 ERA in 6 road starts this season, while Tyler Wells is 1-0 with a 2.66 home ERA in 5 home starts so far. These bullpens have also been at 2 completely different levels, as the Orioles are 7th in the majors with a 3.19 reliever ERA, while the Nationals are 26th in the sport with a 4.4 bullpen ERA this season. The Nationals are 1-4 in the last 5 games played in Camden Yards. The good news for the Nationals is that Corbin is 2-1 in his last 3 games. The bad news is that each of those starts was quite the uneven affair. Corbin has given up 9 earned on 24 hits and 3 walks over his last 15.1 innings. So if the O's bats are working, they should have plenty of scoring opportunities. So long as the bullpen holds up, I think the Orioles will be okay, especially with Wells on the mound in the start. So the Baltimore Orioles money line is our full game side pick. The Washington Nationals are not going to let Patrick Corbin completely obliterate their chances of winning this game, and Corbin has done well as he is 2-0 with a 3.38 ERA in his last 3 starts. These offenses in the last handful of games is going to be showing how difficult scoring runs has been for both teams, as Baltimore is averaging 4.17 runs per game in their last 6 games, while Washington is scoring 3.71 runs per game in their previous 7 games. The under has hit in 19 of the previous 26 games played in Camden Yards between these teams. Corbin's predictive metrics, including a 117 Fahrenheit IP, are at least a little more respectable, so he might be able to show some slight improvement throughout the rest of the season. Baltimore may not be able to take full advantage anyway, as it has only a 93 WRC+ with a few young players still in the developmental stage. Washington is effectively in the same boat with a 96 WRC+. And the Orioles have several multi-inning weapons in the bullpen like Jorge Lopez and Keegan Akin, who have been terrific this year. Moving the left field wall back at Camden Yards has also made it nearly impossible to hit homers down the line, so these offenses won't get to the number again on Wednesday. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Cubs versus Pittsburgh Pirates. The Chicago Cubs battle the Pittsburgh Pirates in a clash of struggling National League Central Division opponents. This is the 3rd game of a 4-game set. The Pirates have dominated the first 2 games, winning both by a combined score of 19-2. They will look to press their advantage on Wednesday as they send Jared Eichhoff to the hill. The Cubs will counter with Keegan Thompson. Neither of these teams can be described as trustworthy, with both entrenched toward the bottom of the National League Central standings. Neither will be competing down the stretch for a playoff spot, as both clubs have embraced rebuilding seasons. With that said, the Cubs are in truly horrific form at the moment, going 2-12 in their last 14 games and failing to remain even remotely competitive in several of those losses. The Pirates have outscored them 19-2 the last 2 nights, a trend that will continue here as the Pirates are 3-0 in their last 3 and have found some rhythm on offense. The Pirates have the momentum on their side, and there is simply no way one should back this Cubs team at the moment. So the Pittsburgh Pirates money line is our full game side pick. Keegan Thompson has posted a 7.8 ERA in his last 4 games, and the Cubs' bullpen has been the second worst in MLB this season with a 4.78 ERA. The Pirates' bullpen is 17th with a 4.08 ERA, and the club will be starting Jerad Eickhoff, who has a 5.41 ERA in 44 appearances since 2017 and was average at the AAA level this season. Both of these offenses have been terrible lately, but this pitching matchup has the potential to cure those issues. Keegan Thompson has allowed 15 hits and 13 earned runs in his last 15 innings, while Jerad Eickhoff has allowed 19 hits and 14 earned runs in his last 9.2 innings. Throughout the season, neither of these offenses have impressed, with the Cubs ranked 23rd in runs scored and the Pirates ranked 28th. However, we have seen an offensive explosion from the Pirates over their last 3 games, a trend that will continue against a beleaguered Cubs pitching staff that has been getting blitzed for 2 weeks now. The Cubs have given up a devastating 9.6 runs per game over their last 10 contests, making it impossible to trust their pitching for the foreseeable future. Expect to see plenty more runs on Wednesday. Just bad pitching all around. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Tigers versus Boston Red Sox. Detroit will try to snap its 2-game losing streak when it faces Boston in the 3rd game of its 3-game series on Wednesday night. The Tigers came up short in the first 2 games of the series, dropping a 5-2 decision on Monday and a 5-4 final on Tuesday. Boston is now riding a 3-game winning streak following Tuesday's win. Boston has rallied from a very poor start. The Red Sox have won 10 of the last 12 when tagged as the favorite in 6 of the last 8 played at home. Detroit struggles against Boston, losing 5 of the last 6 played at Fenway Park and losing 11 of the last 15 overall against the Red Sox. Detroit starting pitcher Tarik Skubal has been hit hard in each of the last 3 starts, allowing a combined 21 hits and 12 runs in only 16 innings. At the plate, the power has been turned off for Detroit as the Tigers have only 35 home runs through the first 67 games. Boston starting pitcher Michael Wacha has had 4 consecutive strong outings, allowing a combined 20 hits and 4 earned runs in 24 1/3 innings pitched. Boston has generally been an expensive team to back during its recent hot streak, but that is not the case on Wednesday night, so the Boston Red Sox money line is our full game side pick. The total has finished under in 6 of the last 7 games played between Detroit and Boston. The total has also finished under in 34 of Detroit's last 51 played on the road, as well as in 5 of the last 7 that Boston has played against the team from the American League Central. The total has finished under in 41 of Detroit's 67 games this season for a 63.1% rate, which is the 2nd highest in baseball to just the Houston Astros. Wacha has come into form in June, posting a 1.93 ERA this month, while minimizing runners on base to the tune of a 1.07 WHIP. Wacha is also backed by a decent bullpen, as they are borderline top 10 in both ERA and WHIP. This great pitching is highlighted by the 3.8 runs per game the Red Sox allowed in their last 10 before Tuesday's contest. The Tigers' offense doesn't give much confidence to challenge Wacha. On top of ranking in the bottom 10 in underlying offensive stats, they also rank 25th in runs scored over the last 15 days. Michael Wacha's been rock solid at home this season, and while Tarik Skubal's gone through a bumpy stretch in his last couple of starts, we know SND have seen what he is capable of when he's on the money. I believe that this one's going to have a hard time hitting double digits. Look for the struggles in the Tigers' offense to continue. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.